Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Phrygia in the game Imperator. All right, so we have a pop-up. The industrious folk of Girthian have excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to develop the infrastructure of their fine city. Gain a granary. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're going to attack Egypt. I think it's going to be relatively straightforward. One thing I wasn't factoring in earlier is all of our relationships. So I believe, can we do it this way? If we hover, yeah. So we've got cohorts 4, 5, 13, 6. Like, that's a lot of, like, potential manpower recovery over time that Egypt does not have because he's only got these 2 people coming in. I think we can beat Egypt in a straight-up fight. He does have some advances that I do not yet have, so we'll at least wait until we have Martial Advance +1. I think we can see his economy. He's currently got a deficit to his treasury. Wages 29. Interesting. So say some guy wants to be friends. This guy is part of the local power of Chios. I don't think we need to be friends with this guy. So also I'm noticing as I look closer that Egypt's on -3 stab. They have 1,879 people. They do have those 78 cohorts, but you know, with bad income, I'm wondering if maybe now is a good time to attack them anyway. Can we assassinate you? You need to have at least one friend in Egypt, and that friend must not be a close relative to the target. So, close relative to the targets. So you have friends. You have a rival. Why don't we try talking to your rival, who lives in Egypt, and is currently... how old? Should say in that tooltip, doesn't it? He is a rival. He is 44 years old. Inspire disloyalty. I think I'm going to try this. Let's try making friends with this guy. It's pretty expensive to become friends, but the opportunity for a like a civil war or something to fire in Egypt while we are trying to attack him would be pretty amazing. And if this guy dies... Egypt, I can't see his successor, can I? I feel like assassinating the current ruler would be a good thing. He wants to have a son. He has no kids that are of age. He is the primary heir to become Basileus and son of the Basileus of Egypt. So, why do you want to have a son if you... Okay, any child that is not female needs to be greater to or equal to age of 1. So because this baby is so young, it doesn't count. He's trying to grow up. That's his ambition. So we can make a 1-year-old, like less than 1-year-old Babby, the leader of Egypt. That sounds pretty great, in fact. Let's wait for this tradition before we pay for the thing. The benefits of power. An outspoken critic of Philetas Telephosid has been seeking refuge in our country for some time. He is a man of no importance, banished from his own land, and seeks alms and spreads vicious rumors of debauchery and corruption among the court of Philetas. The ruler will make a moderate amount of progress towards befriending him. Gain 5 tyranny at the cost of 25 civic power. Sure. I want to become friends because I want to murder that guy. If we take this right now, we have to pay 1,200 points. If we wait for the next military advance, martial advance, one of the effects towards the bottom of the tooltip is military tradition cost minus 25%. It's additive, which means that instead of 1,200, we will pay 25% less off the base. So it'll save us 200 military points if we wait. 50 gold. Phrygia loses 50 gold to make a large amount of progress towards befriending him. A tiger. Clearly, we need to give him a tiger. And we have access to new available inventions because we are getting some advances. Primary culture happiness would give us better research. The gladiator. Previously unknown gladiator has recently arisen. More progress towards becoming friends. Sure, I just want the friend. Give me the friend, man. Let's just do it. There's our martial advance. Again, giving us access to some of these. Supply limit, siege ability, heavy infantry discipline. A capital import route would be quite nice to get some more surplus bonuses here. We got the research points. I don't think we have precious metals, but we don't actually need that for happiness here. So again, yes, now it's only 1,000. We could start going down this tree, but I think we're going to just take this morale of armies plus 5. And then I want to get this cavalry skirmish tactic. I've never tried it before, so I'd like to see how that plays out. Alright, also I queued up a few extra ships so that we have, well, more ships. Set these guys to naval landing, set these guys to naval landing. Egypt does not have ships at this stage of the game, I believe. They don't have any access to wood. I don't know what'll happen if I try to send an army over that is too large for any of the ships. I want to bring these guys back. I want to bring these guys back as well. Let's just try sending a 15 stack, and I guess we're about to find out what happens. It's showing that they're going. We have become friends. Cool. War refugees. Gain some freemen? Yeah. Alright, so we have a friend. That dude. Philetas, Telophosid, or whatever. Let's go see if we are now able to assassinate this guy. 200 military points to plan the assassination of the ruler of Egypt. I would love to plan an assassination. Contact reports in. Our advisors report that Philetas Telophosid, a trusted friend of our Basilius, has made contact with our agents in Egypt. The planned assassination of Ptolemy? Karaunos Lagid is beginning to take shape. However, Philetas Telophosid has requested that we send aid, that he might be better able to perform his covert duties. Let's do it. It's going to put us below the, we're going to have negative treasury, which is bad because there's a chance for negative events like a stab loss. But friend in need, we have strong armed. Phrygia gains strong armed until 19 February 471. 2 years, monthly loyalty 0.1. Demetrius Antigonid, in a last desperate act to save Phrygia from bankruptcy, has appealed to a certain members of the government. Sure, okay. We should keep a larger stockpile of cash, I think. Clearly beset by future concerns, our agent in Egypt has contacted us once more, requesting a promise of asylum once the deed is done. Absolutely. Our friend, I gave you a tiger, I'll give you a house. Just kill the man. Make the babby in charge. We see when this baby was born. Yes, he was born 26 July 468. So in just a few short months, he'll be 1 year old, and he will be, well, he's going to be the king. Our agent in Egypt has informed us that the attempted assassination targeting Ptolemy will go ahead imminently. He only requests one further instruction. In what manner should we attempt to do away with him? Poison? A quick stabbing? Or skin him alive? Prove your worth, man. Skin him. See what happens. It's a nice beard. Assassination attempt was successful. Our agents in Egypt report that the court of Egypt is in turmoil. It appears that our brave assassin, Philetas Telophosid, was successful in his task to rid the world of Ptolemy Karaunos Lagid. We are told that the last moments of Ptolemy were witnessed by enough to spread the word far and wide. An effective job all around. Wait, they witnessed you skinning him alive? That's weird, dude. Where did you do this? Lastly, and perhaps most unfortunately, it seems that enough evidence was discarded at the scene to link our proud nation to the assassination of Ptolemy. We are sure to draw the ire of the Egyptian people. Give Philetas a hero's welcome and allow him to move. Current ruler dies. Egypt loses opinion. We gain 5 aggressive expansion. Or, excellent, but about that matter of asylum. Stop being friends. We're still gaining aggressive expansion either way. Interesting. So I didn't realize that making friends with him and then having him kill someone means you could also potentially import him to your country. We should have chosen someone with better stats if possible. But, yeah, you know what? I'll pay for it. You can come join us. It's fine. You want to be a citizen? He's not a citizen, which means he can't have a job. He can't have office. He can't have command forever. To grant him citizen status will gain loyalty with him, and we lose some popularity for doing so. Yeah, let's make him a citizen. It's fine. You live here now. All right, cool. We now have a Babby. The Babby leads the throne. There is no risk of civil war. I'm a little disappointed that they're so united behind this Babby. Make rival. I want to rival this Babby. This Babby is cruel, evil Babby, and it needs to die. We have received several dignitaries from Sidon, and we've gained 21 ducats. All right, cool. I'm gonna train one more round of hippies. Can we train horse archers anywhere? Is there any way we can import his horse archers? Let's see. We need steppe horses for that, and they are up here. I'm assuming that that is diplomatic range. I don't think there's a diplomatic range map mode. There is... No, there is. There's something I've done before. Where you can see the distance to the location. Not political. I don't know. Could be because we lack a port up here, possibly. Just see if it's possible to import steppe horses. It is theoretically within range. Strategic good, we'll lose capital bonus, negative 58, negative 58, negative 98. Okay, so the Seleucids are at negative 58. We have negative opinion 50, city distance. Scythia's at 54. I don't want to trade to the Seleucids because I fully expect that they are going to become an enemy that we have to fight, right? So let's improve relations with Scythia. Let's also consider sending them a gift at some point soon. Let's even get some horse archers to go along with our regular archers, our regular horses. Some hippies. Some hippies. Okay, manpower recovery is at 257. I think we're gonna declare this war soon. Waiting on these troops to arrive. Let's have these guys also head down to like here. Apparently two of the navies have banded together. I'm curious to see now if they're going to disband. Like if they're going to like split back up the way I had them before. This navy apparently wants to hang out over here, and this one wants to hang out over there. So they joined together as needed. That means that they are no longer preventing the pirates from spawning, but that's okay. So right now we have a total of 10, 20, 35,000 troops here. All horses. Not quite as much as the total army size of Egypt, but in my experience, AI is not going to do a good job. So I think we'll be fine. Let's make the war goal Philistia. Philistia? That way we can get ticking war score. Take a 10 siege pip guy and have him go onto there. Let's have that guy go over to there. Let's see if we can grab... actually, let's also just check the country to see if we have anyone who's even better than that. 10 is the best we've got. We got our fearless leader, Demetrius. We've got a researcher in Gerbal. So we are... There's Gerbal. There's us. We could pull the researcher if we want to have another person with 10 pips. I think that's probably a good idea. I'll go down to a 9. Got a governor. Let's pull that governor. There's no button to like go to location. He's the governor of what? Assyria. So that's going to be a region. Assyria. We'll change him to Sure, Dion. We'll change the researcher to him. Grab the 10. The specific reason why I want the 10 is because the 10 gives you 2 siege pips, and that's kind of a big deal. Alright, and then let's just go through these armies, make sure we're using phalanx on all of them. One thing I could also do is just set the objective and just have these guys automatically do the war for me. But I don't find that that has ever really made any sense to me, like, at all. I did pre-build this thing to a level 2 fort, and I don't think I needed to do that. I don't know. It seemed like the logical thing to do against, like, a mortal enemy rival, but I'm going to delete 1 level just to save some cash. So we could use the boats to pass this fort. A little bit of risk to that. If we want to get over onto Alexandria, it is a capital fort. That's the capital of their entire country, of course. Yeah, I think we shall. Let's just go to here. Economically, we are doing all right. We got a little bit of a war chest. Just in case, I want to make sure this war goes really well. Let's turn on max maintenance for a little bit of a morale advantage. Make a new invention. Another capital import route. Research points plus 10. So, we currently have research points at about 115%. Research is where we're really struggling right now, though, I think. Primary culture happiness also affects research because it affects citizens. Siege ability plus 5 basically just saves what? Let's see, base siege ticks are 30 days, so 10% saves 3 days per tick. 5 would save 1.5 days per tick. Pretty darn minor bonus, I think. I'm gonna go for just research points. I'll help that ratio a little bit. Still a bad ratio, but... Looks like that banded the whole Navy together. They're still on auto transports. They're gonna go do their thing, which is fine. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna mark this down. Our capital, Antigonia, has currently 68 pops. Let's see where we end up at the end of the war. 68. Mark that number. Ooh, oratory advance, finally. We are going to suffer quite a bit of attrition to do these sieges and stuff, but we want to become friends with the Hellenistic city-state of Megara. Megara. Don't really have much of an interest in that location, honestly. Our 21,000 troops here coming in from Egypt. 9 heavy infantry, which are the units that we do vastly reduced damage to. Damage versus heavy infantry minus 50, but we have massive flanking bonuses. The way I look at this is like, okay, logically this is why I still like light cav so much. A heavy infantry costs 10, 2 light cav costs 12. So close-ish to overall cost. And 2 cav do 100% effective damage versus 1 heavy infantry. So they can kind of like make up for it money-wise. Manpower-wise, not very efficient, but the movement speed advantages are also quite high. For some reason we're back to moose action. Alright, so we used phalanx and they countered it with envelopment. That's not ideal. We are losing more than we kill by far. Morale-wise, of course we rolled a 0 as well. I'm going to retreat from this fight. Let's have the larger army is going to go to... I'm going to send all of them to the marsh. And we know that they've countered us with phalanx, so... They countered phalanx with what? I've forgotten already. Phalanx takes a penalty from envelopment. So they used envelopment, which is the boar. To counter the boar, we need to use shock action, which we can't do. Well, let's at least not use phalanx so we get the we don't get that penalty from him. We'll use deception instead. The fact that he doesn't want to go there is interesting to me. Oh, now he does. Their army has higher morale than ours still. Yes, this is true. We're very fast. Now they're going to attack us, and it is very likely that our side will win. Their army has higher morale, but we're defender. I don't think we're going to take the penalty this time. No. They've used envelopment. Wait, am I dumb? Does envelopment count? Does it counter both? Damn it! We should just use any other tactic then, basically. Whoops. That was dumb. I didn't even consider it for a sec there, that they could just... We're losing more men than we're killing, but we have more total men here at the moment. That was a good roll. 3 with them having a -1. Interesting that his skill at 9 and my skill at 10 is not giving us a +1 bonus. This fight would go much, much better if I had not used the wrong tactic and we didn't have that 10% penalty. And this is the drawback to heavy infantry. Their morale is just... It's so hard to chew through. Alright, I'm going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the campaign, and I'll see you soon.